welcome back to the channel.
We are back on the road this morning after several weeks actually of being stationary. We had been in the Ithaca area going through the loss of my father, being there with family. We're really glad we were there. Thankful for that time with family, but now we're also excited to get back on the road a little bit. We're feeling a little rusty. We've been staying on our van the whole time, but this kind of stationary mooch docking with family, so it's a little different when you get back on the road and have to think about everything. So we're shaking the dust off a little bit. Right now we're heading north. We are heading up to Lake Ontario again. We had something on our list before that we didn't get to do, so we're heading there now. Last time we were out traveling over closer to Niagara and Buffalo area, there were lots of vineyards everywhere. Today we're seeing lots of apple orchards. There's lots and lots of apples as we're driving.
Anybody hungry for apples?
And we're also seeing our first signs of fall. It's the end of August, and we're starting to see some of the leaves already turning. We're checking out a state park today that's got some pretty unusual rock formations. Something that growing up in New York I had no idea even existed. Pretty excited about checking it out. Research that I did before coming showed that it was a little bit better to start on the east end because you're closer to the formations there. So maybe we can do some hiking and then hang out for lunch and then check out the formations more from a different view. So we're making a little detour here, about 4 minutes from the main entrance, and hopefully it'll be a great hike.
Your destination is on the left.
So here we are. What are you doing, Steve?
Just trying to figure out which direction is north, so we can figure out what direction to best park the van.
Well, I think the water is north of us. So we're all parked up here at Chimney Bluffs State Park. I think we made the right decision to come to the east end. I didn't know this, but you don't actually have to pay on the east end. Bonus. It's only $5 to get into the park, but since we're on this end, free. And we're gonna it's easier access, I believe, here to get down to the water. So what we're gonna do is first walk down at the base of these Chimney Bluffs, then we're gonna grab some lunch, and then do the Chimney Bluff Trail later. You ready to do this? Let's go check it out.
Pretty cool. It's kind of like a kid's playground. Big old piles of dirt. Surprised there's not Tonka toys.
Bunch of Tonka trucks. So originally I had thought these were all rock formations, but as we get up closer to it, it's actually like dirt with rock in it. It's pretty wild. Chimney Bluffs State Park sits on the southern shore of Lake Ontario, just east of Sodus Bay. It's a 597-acre park in Wayne County, New York. What makes the park unique are the eroded drumlins, shaped like chimneys and spires that rise as high as 150 feet above the water's edge for a stretch of roughly half a mile. The erosive power of wind, rain, snow, and waves has formed the landscape into sharp pinnacles that are constantly eroding and changing. While these unique formations can be found all along the Lake Ontario coast from Sodus Bay to Oswego, they are most easily accessed and viewed at Chimney Bluffs State Park. After having lived in New York all of my childhood and teen years, it was a surprise to me to learn that such formations existed here. An interesting side note, smugglers used the area as a landing point while transporting liquor from Canada during Prohibition. Time for some lunch. Hi, kitty. Did you have a nice nap while we were out walking around, kitty? Huh? Alright, we're making lunch. It's been a while since we've made lunch in the van. We are making roast beef sandwiches. We discovered when we were in Lake Ontario before that we liked them, when we were over closer to Rochester. So here we are again. And we like this stuff. Gives it little kicks. Daub it on and then spread it on. Alright. There you go. Some vitamin C. Some vitamin C strawberry. Alright, it's time for our second little hike. Now we're going to walk up above the bluffs. This is the Bluff Trail. It's about 1.3 miles each way. I'm not sure we're gonna do the whole thing because the bluffs are mainly on this end of the trail, but we're gonna go at least see some of it. And it looks like we got a lot of steps. We love steps, don't we?
Yay!
Especially Steve.
My little heart's going thumpity thumpity thump.
Well, it looks like we're getting up to our first viewpoint up here. Looks awesome. Wow.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, these formations are pretty cool. Pretty unusual. Right here in New York, upstate New York. And the water is so blue.
Just a reminder, VanFest is coming up.
That's right. We had an awesome time last year. VanFest. It's going to be the beginning of February in 2025. It's crazy it's going to be 2025. You could already register. You should go and join us. We're going to be there. Lots of fun.
Audra, let's play hide and seek.
You okay? Steve, I'm gonna count. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here I come.
Can you see me?
Steve? There you are.
I'm an expert hide and seeker.
I think this has been a perfect stop. It's like a perfect fall day. Well, we're driving back through all the apple orchards again. It's so cool to see all these apples on the trees. We just left the state park. What did you think of Chimney Bluffs State Park?
I thought it was pretty cool. Very neat formations of what seems like very loose dirt.
Yeah, that was surprising. So it makes me wonder what this area looked like years ago. If it's that loose, you'd think it really would change over time with the rain and weather. So it'd be interesting to see if we could find some old pictures, and then to see like how long are those peaks and things going to last, because you'd think it would just wash away, you know, pretty quickly. But maybe they've been there for a while. But it's pretty fascinating. So this area that we're in is just east of Rochester, and it's west of Oswego. We are going to head east towards Oswego and do some more exploring now. Here we are in the little town of Oswego. I had done some research and found this park, Breitbeck Park. It's the biggest park in Oswego. And I guess there's benches all along the water and some fire pits that you can use. So I think we're just going to chill out here for pretty much the rest of the day. Make some dinner here, relax, do a little work, explore a little bit, watch the sunset maybe. Right?
Sounds like a plan.
So, I have to say, I'm not quite as impressed with this park as I thought I'd be. When I read there were fire pits that you could use, I thought it was like when we were in the Midwest at the parks there where you could just sit down and light it and hang out, but apparently you have to reserve them and call some number to have somebody come light them for you. I'm not sure if they're free or not, but anyway, we're just gonna walk around and relax, I guess, then. It's okay here. Shmeh.
One nice thing they have going in their favor is these water spigots, yard hydrants. So I guess if you need to fill up with water, it's a good spot for it.
It doesn't say it's not potable.
Correct. We saw a puppy dog drinking out of it, so it's got to be okay.
So what do we have happening up there?
Cooking up some chicken. Gonna put some chicken on salad.
Is that how we'll do it? We'll sprinkle it on. We don't often cook up raw chicken in the van because it's kind of gross having raw meat that we have to deal with, but we think it's good for the dollar amount and also probably healthier than some of the prepared stuff we've been getting.
And what world problems are you solving up here?
All of them, naturally. I'm actually answering our viewer comments on YouTube for our Niagara Falls videos. If you didn't see them, you should go see them because we really liked them. It was really fun there. course she looked away. Well, we went for a nice evening stroll at the park. We saw the sunset. We saw the Niagara Mohawk steam station that's right nearby. We saw some birds. We saw some people who had the little fire pit reserved. So that answered that question for sure. So it was nice to see people enjoying that, but it would have been nice if it's just open. So nice little stop. Not really worth driving out of the way for, but it was a relaxing afternoon and nice little park for the sunset.
Now we're heading to our overnight spot. We're going to try to find something in Watertown, New York.
So we pulled in for the night. We're actually not in the Walmart parking lot, but we're right next to it. It looks like maybe this is the Red Lobster lot, and Red Lobster's closed, but we saw another camper.
Closed as in out of business.
Yes, out of business, closed. So we don't see any other vans, even though we saw an iOverlander that you can park over at Walmart. We didn't see any there, and since the RV's here, we're just gonna copy. We're like, if he's doing it, we can do it. So here we are. Often described as the prettiest town in Ontario, Niagara-on-the-Lake was originally known as Butlersburg, in honor of Colonel John Butler.
Good morning, everybody. We're here at Walmart this morning. I'm making some breakfast, some deluxe pancakes with strawberry topping, while Audra is finishing up the next video.
Oh yeah, look at that for breakfast. It's a nice short stack. We picked the overnight spot last night because it's proximity to Panera. Panera is right across the street, so we've moved the van over here. Our van is cleaned up a little bit. Steve washed the dishes. The kitty's now resting. Surprise, surprise. And something that makes me happy is that the flowers from my dad's service, the reception after that the church did for us, are still blooming, so that's really nice. Now, it's time to head into Panera, get some work done, and get our next video loaded. Oh, look who it is. Hi, boopers. Hi, you good girl, huh? You good girl. Did you get a lot of work done?
I made me a lot of edits.
Yeah? Is our video all loaded?
Yep.
What are you doing, huh? Good girl. I see your little tongue. I see your little tongue. I see your little tongue.
So we just left Panera. You never know what you're going to get with a Panera. This one was a little loud. We were right under the speaker.
Terrible music.
As usual, their music choices are suspect at best.
And the employees were really loud. They were banging around, making all kinds of noise.
Internet was okay.
I say slow.
A little slow, but we've had a lot worse. Yeah, so nice to get some stuff done.
We got our video loaded, so that's all that's important. And now we're on 81 North. We're going to do some more adventuring. We have something fun planned if the weather cooperates. But you're going to have to tune in next time to see what that is. We look forward to sharing it with you, and we'll see you then.
This is a test to see how many of you make it to the end. So, what is 4 plus 4 divided by 7? Leave your comment below. If you are still here, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and we love hearing from you, so drop us a comment. Until next time.